I do have that ready to go over there. I just have to corral and tie back these wires so everything's out of the way. Get the TV back out of the way. Just wanted to make sure everything was going to fit. I'll need to use the TV. There's holes behind there to get where the screws go. I didn't cover too much about installing this panel under here. There really wasn't much to it. It was awkward to do by myself, but that's why I had to pull the TV back out, because behind the TV there were screws to screw down to connect this part into that part. Pretty pleased with the way it's turned out. Don't remember if I showed you guys this. So nightshade. So that works, and then I can go back up with that. And then day shades right there. So even that's working. Now these side panels, I can't put those on until I'm satisfied with everything else. These fans are actually no good. I have to replace those. This can't go on until this is on. And the shade that goes right there can't go on until this is on. I mean, it could, but there's no real reason to have everything in the way. Still waiting on the window. Once the window's on, then we can put that shade that's over there. And once I feel confident that everything works, do a test drive. We'll foam in the front and make sure that everything's locked down and tied up all the wires. I just don't want to tie up wires and find out I have to untie them again. I've done that too many times. All right, entry door time. I'm gonna separate the screen door because it's buckled a little bit. We have to rebuild the front door. So they're gonna separate all this out, Chad.
That's right.
Easy, simple.
That's right. You gotta pull this window out so I don't break it.
I think that is a good idea.
Not long enough.
I think that window only exists for pets to look through.
See bicyclists and Priuses.
Priusi.
Is that the plural?
I don't know. Priuses?
It's not. It should be.
At least it's intact. Alright, we'll keep it safe in here with its brother. 1 inches?
1 inches.
So 30 and 5/8 and 29 and 5/8.
Yeah.
That should bend out pretty easily with the porta power.
Should. 10,000 pounds of might.
Might work.
Yeah.
What you need, Chad? Some wood.
The should be a connector piece in the far right corner.
I'm doing something useful here. I'm a big help. I'm vital to this operation. Oh.
Malarkey. Yeah, I need the
Handle. Screw in. Of course it does. So tired already. Let's take a break.
We have made contact.
Taping.
Double check. 35/8. So I think we need to.
So by my eye, it looks like it's still bowed in.
Well, we just really touched it, James. You got another 3/4 inch to go. 30 inches. 30 1/4. 30 half. That's 35/8. So we're gonna need to extend it even more
Hyper extend.
so when it relaxes it goes back. I'm thinking it needs to go up like another 1/2 inch. So maybe take the 31.
So that's good. Well, it's definitely overextended now. I can see it.
It's 31.
Do we hit it with a hammer?
Yes.
Align the atoms?
Yeah. Cognitive rehabilitation. That's what I call that, right?
Yes. Now don't forget, once we have it installed, we can shim it out too.
30 1/8.
So we're actually overextended a little bit. We want
No.
Oh.
30 5/8.
30 and 5/8.
So how that should go.
Go again?
Yeah.
And I'm calling that good.
Yep.
The opening's not going to be square anyways. Let's do this, Chad.
Never underestimate the power of a porter power. Oof.
Oof. Just a little bit of dolly work, a little bit of welding. This thing will be brand new. It won't be brand new.
Brand new use.
But it does close now. That's a step in the right direction.
And the paint lines still match up.
Yeah, I mean, those won't match up on that.
Well, no,
But,
it's different colors.
At least if we can get this installed, that means they can start painting it. All right, now that's secured, should be able to dolly this a little bit better. Magically, it should be done, right?
Magically.
This is where I watch you break it, because it's
aluminum.
Extruded aluminum. We were trying this before, and it was just bending right against the frame. Ready for a hammer? It's sure looking a lot better.
Yeah.
You can see all the prybar marks in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to grind this and weld it up. Luckily, that's just a sealing surface. That's not a strength at all.
No, strength's in the steel.
Yes. Look at that. It's a shame. It's a brand new door. There's nothing wrong with it. You could break a window.
That window.
There's so many other ways in.
You got a drunk lady at that window.
The driver's window. I think that's ultimately what they did.
You got a drunk lady at that window too.
The windshield. It was already broken.
You got a drunk lady at that window too.
That window right next to it. As Chad gets ready to weld this guy up for a little bit of a... just to strengthen it up a little bit. It'll still have to be body worked. No way around that. I'm going to take all the exterior clamps down and screws off. They've done their job. It's been more than enough time. If there's any good news, those screws out. This front cap's pretty solid on there, so you can't pull it off. So that was good. Guess I might as well clean this stuff off while I can. Now, of course, it works better with a new razor blade. Ready. Chad's getting all set up. In a minute, it'll be done.
Hand me your little pick.
My what?
Pick.
There you go.
Oh, it melted in there good.
Sure does look a lot better. Now you just body work it. Let the body guys do their magic. It's a sealing surface. Seal has to be replaced anyway. Good job, Chad. Once this door is mounted, the last big exterior item is going to be this fender has to be mounted. And then body can start working on it. But technically that's a body job anyways. We're just doing last minute adjustments for the opening. So we did have to reframe this opening in for the door down there to the step well. So overall, it's tight, but manageable. Right, Chad?
Tight.
What you doing in there?
Losing this piece.
Hey, look at that. We have a front door installed. That's about as much as we need to see.
It's on color there.
Well, the paint lines don't match up. I can't deny that. Which is weird because it doesn't match there, but it's almost perfect there. Almost. Almost. While yes, I know this door doesn't look pristine and beautiful. In fact, some might say it's pretty rough. This is all going to get sanded and body worked when it goes into the body shop. This seal is going to have to be replaced. And for whatever reason, somebody decided to use a pry bar to try to open up a door with a safety latch on it, and that never works. But we're about solving problems, not lamenting what's actually happened. This is just adhesive failure. The windows pinched this fabric pretty well. We'll glue it back on and get everything put back together. But I'm really surprised that latch still works, to be honest and perfectly frank. Then on the inside, this is actually where the power door lock contacts are. You can kind of see the wires that have been hanging out of the jamb before, right there. And then if you look through all these little holes, that's where it gets bolted from the inside. But yeah, it's coming together. I keep saying that, and it doesn't feel like anything's changing. Alright guys, this is actually kind of exciting. We had to fish out new wires for the step magnet switch, which we have right there now. The magnet's in the door right there. And turn the step on. It was like the first time in like, I don't know how many months that step's moved. It was very, very exciting for me. Because now I can safely move this motorhome. We could have moved it before, but it would have been more work. This is easier now that the step works. So on the exterior, one of the last things we have, obviously before the windows, before we're done mounting this door because I haven't sealed it up, there is actually a piece of gutter that goes on top of the door to help keep water from getting behind the door. And this is it right here. It got destroyed. So I'm just going to bend a new one up real fast. That way we can finish the door installation, get it sealed up, get it rebuilt, put back together. Alright, so I'm just going to go to the scrap pile here, see what we got laying around. That seems the same thickness. This stuff's too thin. This is going to be it. It's an easier piece to work with. It's smaller. And it's substantially thicker. Well, I think I'm overthinking this. Let me just use this. It's just marginally thicker. I got a big brake. It'll handle this pretty easily. This is just aluminum anyways. So let me take some measurements of this, grip this down. I'll bend it and then I'll cut it to length. And that should be pretty simple to do. A simple Z-bar. I made one of these for my little toy hauler a long time ago. Did my rough measurements and I was about 3 inches total on that, so I just need to make a few bends. Make a 1/2 inch bend and then a 1 inch bend. That's what I came up with. So let me make my measurements and start bending this out. Ready, Chad? 2, 3. A little bit more.
Look at that. You gotta get it.
By all accounts, it's close enough. It'll direct water. There you go, clear silicone. Most important sealant in all of RV world.
Right, so it holds these things together.
That and double-sided tape. Well, if there's any good news, these screws to the door are going back in their original holes. So that means I guess we got the door back where it's supposed to be. Obviously there won't be original holes on this side because we had to rebuild that side. But other than that, not too bad at all. Let's get all these put in and okay, with that one, the door is installed. Needs a lot of body work to be done on it. And then once it's all been done, we can go ahead and seal on the outside of it. But I think that's looking really good. We'll straighten out that gutter a little bit up there once all the sealant cures, but that really turned out really well too. Really pleased with all of it. After that, and the last thing is going to be this fender, or this fender side, and then it's ready to go to body. For whatever reason, it's taken a little bit longer to get the parts from Tiffin. Might just be holiday related, might be Thor recently acquired them, so maybe things are getting complicated. Hopefully we'll get it all figured out. Hopefully. It's a good slide switch you got there, Chad.
Good slide switch.
Normally it's on the chair. It's making some weird noises. Want me to go outside and look?
Sure.
Well, we got that slide out seal tight or taped to the fascia, remember? Well, so far so good. Keep going. Man, I don't think I've seen that closed in months. Wow. And yes, I did paint this frame. Don't worry about it, guys. Ooh, a mystery cabinet. So much stuff. I think we got a new one of these. Chad's got the new belt line that's going to go from there to there, and that's nothing more than securing the sidewall here. I mean, something of a cosmetic filler. But yeah, it's all coming together. This is like the last thing holding this up to get some body work done on it. I say that. I've said that a lot, so I don't think that's actually completely true.
Yeah. Starting to be like the boy that cried wolf.
Alright, so this is just a mock-up, guys.
No judgment.
Obviously that needs a lot of fiberglass work there. But
We have it.
what I'm really proud of is that we put a structure behind that hinge while we thought about it.
Yes.
We're smart.
Well, I wouldn't go so far.
You ready, Eddie?
Hold on. So it'll go up a little bit, huh?
Hold up.
I'm trying to find the hole in the.
We have to go. We're stuck on this screw head right up here.
We can take it. Right there. Right there. Where it was originally.
Perfect. Nobody would ever be the wiser. I mean, some idiot makes a YouTube video about it. There is a bracket that has to be put back on the back side down there, but we weren't going to deal with that until we get this figured out where it's going to go. You left it there. I think all things considered, that's not too bad. Needs to go up at the bottom. Or that way at the top. I don't think we can go that way at the top though. Strangely enough, everything's actually going back together really easily over here.
We got the.
I mean, I think that strut's probably no good.
What are you talking about?
What, the head seemed loose, didn't it? Oh, you fixed it. And I can't deny that that's rubbing pretty hard right there. That's going to be on the guys.
Well, that probably needs to be pushed over
Right.
some more, glassed in. They can take a little edge off of the
Yep.
door.
Absolutely. All right, now I can go to Body Shop. Chad's just finishing up that filler panel. ¿Listo, güey? ¿Por qué? ¿No pintando?
¿Para mí?
Sí. Mucho trabajo. Believe it or not, I'm actually driving this red right now. It's kind of a weird shot in here because I don't have a window in the door. And I don't have a window over here at all. But it's working. Look at that. 2,000 miles. I don't see that very often. Pulling into the body shop now. Sure does ride nice, even for a janky seat. Good? Alright, so neutral. Park brake. I mean, the driver's seat has a lot to be, I would recommend a new one, but other than that, we made it here safely from the other side of the shop. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to leave this part, because now it's going to be going to the body shop. I'll try to keep updates on that. We're waiting for some more parts to show up. That way I can finish, what can I finish? Oh, we put this driver's seat in. Once the driver's seat's in, and we can put the dash and everything back together. We'll probably focus on the generator when we get a chance on it, and maybe try to rebuild that. I'm not sure I'd make a video out of that. But that's where we're at. Appreciate you guys watching. Hoping not too disappointed with how it's turning out. I'm really pleased with the way it's turning out. Like, really pleased. I'm calling that success. Scooter, let's go on a road trip. What do you think? What's going on in your mind? Well, our first stop was Superior, Arizona. Little mining town. And we got a hot dog. Scooter wants some hot dog. Want a hot dog? You going out, Scooter? You want something to drink? You're a weirdo.